viewers. Good morning. In front of you, this is Jansi Svero from 7th standard. I hail from TSWRS Left Pochampad. On this glorious day, I humble to be a part of this SR Shankaran Super Student Program. Okay, before going to our topic, let me tell a small story which is recently happened in Kerala. A 15-year-old pregnant elephant was fed by the pineapple, which are with harmful crackers. So, it was fed by the locals of Kerala to catch or snare the wild boars. But the elephant couldn't bear the pain. Lastly, that elephant was dead with her baby standing in the middle of Valian River of Malappuram. Yes, after this story, what is your opinion? Yes, you are absolutely correct. The humans are treating animals very cruelly. So, for prevent this type of cruelty, our government has introduced us animal rights and acts. So, today now our topic about animal rights and acts. In this session, we are going to discuss about what is right, what are the animal rights, what are animal acts, and what is mean by act, and what is Animal Welfare Board of India, and what are the penalties, and also Blue Cross Society of Hyderabad. Yes. Next, lastly, we end with the conclusion. Okay. Rapidly we are repeating animal rights, right. But what is mean by right? Yes, right is an interest recognized and protected by the law is known as right. And what is mean by animal rights? Yes, animal rights are the moral principles grounded in the belief that non-human animals deserve the ability to live as they wish without being subjected to desires of humans. So, next, let us learn about some basic animal rights. There are no experiments on animals, no breeding and killing animals for our needs like clothes, food, and medicine. Next, no use of animals for hard labor and no hunting, no zoos, and no use animals for entertainment, and also no hunting of animals. Now we know about some basic animal rights. Next, we are going to learn these basic animal rights briefly. First is no experiments on animals. Yes, we are doing some experiments on animals and we are testing them to know something. But the animals are feeling a lot of pain in the body, and if the experiment will fail, the animals is also dead in such cases. So for our needs, for know something to do an experiment, but the animals are cruelly dead. So for this purpose, the government has introduced us these no experiments on animals, right? Next, no breeding and killing animals for our needs like clothes, food, or medicine. Yes, we are breeding animals. Next, we are killing that animals for our needs like food, clothes, and medicine. But we can't kill the animals because as a living being, we are living happily with our freedoms. But why can't the animals live? So this act was came. So by this, we don't want to kill or breed any animals for our needs. Next, no use of animals for hard labor. Yes, like donkeys, camels, etc. We are using for the hard labor and we are making them to load in the back of the animals. But if we do like that, they will pain a lot of pain in the back of the animal. So we can't do this hard labors to the animals. Next, no hunting. In the forest, we are going and we are hunting the animals with different purposes. Like we are poisoning and killing the animals. We are shooting with the gun. Like that, we are doing very cruelly to the animals. So we don't want to hunt the animals. Next, no zoos and no entertainment with animals. Yes, if we do any entertainment, we are making the animals to to act like our wish, to entertain like our wish. We are enjoying the entertainment of animals, but animals are feeling very sad and they are feeling discomfort and a lot of pain. So we don't want to do any purposes like this. Next, no selective breeding for any reason other than the benefit of the animals. Yes, we are selecting one particular animal and we are breeding them. Next, we are killing them for any reason, but we are not permitted to kill the animals for our needs, and we are selecting for a particular purpose, so we does not do like that. Next, hunting of animals. So these hunting of animals is permitted in such cases because if we didn't in that cases, if we didn't hunt the animals, we can't. So that cases are if the animal become dangerous to the human life, we are able to hunt the animal or kill the animal because humans are valuable, more valuable than the animals, right? So in that cases, we are permitted to hunt the animals. And if the animal, if any if any life saving drugs is coming from the animal, we are permitted because there is a life saving drugs to save the human life. So we are permitted to such cases like educational purpose also, because if there is any scientific research or educational purpose also, we are permitted to hunt the animals. These are the cases which we are going to, which we are permitted by the government to hunt the animals. Next, Prevention of Cruelty Act, which is came in 1960. Next slide, please. Yes, we are going to learn about Prevention of Cruelty Animals Act. But what is meant by act? Yes, act is a proposed law that originates the House representatives and once approved by law becomes an act. Next, Prevention of Cruelty Act 1960. Yes, this act was came to prevent the infliction of unnecessary pain and suffering to the animals. Already I said that story at beginning of our topic, right? So in that story, the humans are treating animals very cruelly. Like that, this act was came to prevent the cruelty of animals. And cruelty means nothing bad. We are infliction of unnecessary pain and suffering to the animals is called cruelty. And I want to define one thing, that is animals means not only wild animals and domestic animals. Animals means all living creatures except human beings is known as animals. And these animals include mammals, reptiles, amphibians, etc. Next, Wildlife Protection Act, which is came in 1972. Yes, this Wildlife Protection Act was came to protect the wildlife because we are treating animals cruelly and we are also treating animals very cruelly with our needs and etc. But this act was came to protect the wildlife. In this Wildlife Protection Act, the responsibility of Wildlife Protection Act is to take care all the wildlife creatures like plants, animals, and all wildlife creatures. And they will also arrange sufficient food, water, shelter to all the living creatures in the forest. And also they will take care of wildlife sanctuaries and national parks to the animals to protect the animals, because like that we are killing and hunting the animals. But this Wildlife Protection Act is take care about sanctuaries, wildlife sanctuaries and zoos and national parks also. Next, see that picture. Yes. Next slide, please. See the picture and observe it. Yes, the boy is very kind with the dog, right? So, like that, it is also a fundamental duty of every citizen of India to have a compassion for all living creatures. And it is also mentioned in Article 51A(g). Next, to kill or maim animals, including stray animals. Yes, we are killing and maiming the animals, including stray animals. So it is a punishable offense, and our government also takes the action under IPC section 28, 428, and 429. Next, already I said about Wildlife Protection Act, right? So these monkeys also protected under the Wildlife Protection Act, which is established in 1972. So we are taking the animals like monkeys to do an experiments, and we are also making the monkeys to entertainment, but it is not our wish because it is protected under the Wildlife Protection Act and it cannot be displayed our own. Next, we are breeding the animals, but we are neglecting that type of animals without sufficient food, water, and shelter. So, if we do like that, the animals will fall ill or sick. So, it is a punishable offense, and if we do like that, they will take the action under section 11(1)(h), and it is also included in PCA Act 1960, and they will take imprisonment up to 3 months. Next, in our villages, we can see streets and circuses, but in that circuses, the animals like bears, monkeys, tigers, panthers, lions, and bulls, they are using this type of animals to do the entertainment, and they are training them to make the entertainment before the people. So for doing this circuses, they are earning the money with the entertainment of animals. So if you do like that, the animals will suffer a lot of pain. So in the training also, the people will suffering a lot in that training also, training to make the circus. So it is also a punishable offense and it is also prohibited from the government. If we do like that, they will take the action under section 22. Next, in our villages, we can see the people are organizing of participating in the animal fights. So if you do like that, the animals will fight to they will fight, and if you do like that, the animal will injure themselves. So it is a punishable offense and it's prohibited from the government. If you do like that, they will take the action under section 11(1)(m) and 2, and it is also included in PCA Act 1960. Next, yes, the government is taking some rules and regulations, and they are making them to put in the zoos, and they are arranging zoos and sanctuaries. But in that zoos and sanctuaries also, we are going and teasing, feeding, disturbing the animals in the zoos and zoo premises. So if we disturb the animals in zoo premises, it is a punishable offense, and if you do like that, they will arrange the fine up to 25,000 and imprisonment up to 3 years. So we can't disturb the animals because we are doing this type of reality in the forest and outdoors, but they are going and they are putting in the zoos, but in that also we are treating very clearly. So don't do like that, and they'll take the action under section 38. Next, they are hunting the animals. Not only hunting, they are capturing, trapping, poisoning animals to death, and they are earning some money or etc. from that animals. So it is a punishable offense by law, and if we do like that, they will arrange the fine up to 25,000 and imprisonment up to 7 years. So we can't do like this, and if we treat very clearly like capturing, trapping, poisoning, or hunting the animals, they will take the action under Section 9 Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Next, Uh, we are what we are already. I know we know about catching rabbit, but we know chicken. Chicken we get from animals, right? We can get from hens. So that hens we are carrying and conveying the animals to one place to another. Like chicken centers to poultry farms to chicken centers. We are carrying from one place to another. But in that transport, in that journey, they are treating animals very clearly, and in one vehicle they are carrying more animals. So if you do like that, the animals will suffer a lot of pain and they'll also feel discomfort. And if you do like that, they will take the action under two acts, that is Motor Vehicles Act and also PCA. And PCA means nothing but Prevention of Cruelty Act 1960. Next, Animal Welfare Board of India. So, for this reality, our central government is also introduced one board, that is Animal Welfare Board of India. This Animal Welfare Board of India take care about all the needs of animals like sufficient food, shelter and water for the animals, and they will also arrange the veterinary assistant medical care to the animals, and this board was introduced to us to prevent the unnecessary pain and to prevent the cruelty. Next, penalties. The government is introducing many rights, acts, etc. But the people are not listening to government words. So the government is also introducing as penalties. Yes, these penalties was used for strict rules to the people. And if we do any reality to the animals, they will take the action and they will also arrange fine up to NLT up to 10 to 50 rupees. They will also extend. NLT means nothing bad, not less than 10 rupees. Yes, they will take the action under this. And next slide, please. If we do any operation like FUGA, etc., they will take the action and they will also arrange the fine and imprisonment up to 3 years or 2 years. Next, if we do any reality and if we convention of order committee, and it is also a punishable offense up to 200, like this, these are all the penalties to if we do any reality or if we do any infliction or unnecessary pain to the animals. Next, I want to introduce one thing, that is Blue Cross Society, which is established in Hyderabad. Yes, this Blue Cross Society was established in 1992, and it is also organized by the Animal Welfare Board of India in 1993. It is established by our hero Akineni Nagarjuna and Akineni Amala to protect the pet animals. In this Blue Cross Society, they will also take care about pet animals and their needs like sufficient food, water, and shelter. So, let us summarize once again our topic. Yes, in this session, we are learned about what is animal rights and what are the animal rights, what is act, what are the animal acts, and also we discussed about Animal Welfare Board of India, penalties, and we will also explain about Blue Cross Society, which is established in the Hyderabad by our hero and heroine Akineni Nagarjuna Amala. And it is my presentation. And lastly, my conclusion is we will and we'll talk for who didn't talk, and we will definitely talk for who didn't talk for themselves, and stop animal cruelty, protect wildlife. Thank you. And I really thank you for our secretary, Dr. R.S. Praveen Kumar sir, for giving this wonderful opportunity to improve my talent. And thank you for my principal, M. Saraswati Madam, for giving this wonderful opportunity. And thank you for my mentor teacher, Harika Madam, for preparing me for this competition and supporting me, encouraging me a lot. And thank you to all the teachers from Left Pochempad and Coding Academy who are encouraging me and supporting me a lot for this program. And thank you for my parents. Thank you all.
Thank you, Jansi. So I would like to ask you that can you explain what does it exactly mean by rights for animals? For example, if we say like human beings have rights, we say that I have right to vote and I have right to go, I have right to talk whatever I want. So these are the few things we usually say when we talk about rights in general, right? So what is it for animals, having a rights for animals? What does it mean actually?
So, animal right means nothing but we have to give a freedom and freely not abused by the humans. And it is also an animal right. Right means nothing but it is interested upon our own, and we can't do any force or etc. It is interest of our own. It is, and animal rights means nothing but the right which is free to the animals and will give the animals freedomly with their rights.
Yes, thank you. And also, whatever you were explaining, how the animals have been tortured and not given enough space for them, not they were not considered, and all of that. So, do you think, because I also saw in your slide where you put the animal, I mean elephants, where it have some design on their face and their trunk, right?
Yes.
So, but that is a tradition basically. That is a tradition for some of the people. So, do you think we should stop all our customs and traditions using animals?
Yes, I really agree for that. It is a very good question because if we do like that, as a living being, we are living happily with our freedom. But why can't the animals live? So I really agree for this, and we have to stop and prevent these traditions for any reasons. And we have to stop this tradition, and we have to search for any source to do in any traditions, but we can't kill the animals. I really agree for that.
Okay, thank you so much. And also, you were talking about zoos and protected areas and all of that, right? So, can you just tell us the difference between zoos and also the protected areas? Because even in the zoos, animals are protected, like they've not been hunted. So, can you just give us the difference between these two, protected areas and zoos?
Okay. The animals are protected not only zoos, they are protected in the zoos, national parks, in also sanctuaries. Why already zoos are there, but why they are arranging the sanctuaries? Yes, they are arranging the sanctuaries because they have a natural habitat. They have to live like the freedom in the natural habitat. But in the zoos, we are we are separating them in the bones and etc. And it is also a torture for the animals because they have a natural habitat in the forest, the trees, in the middle of the trees, our nature. So they will also have a natural habitat. They will have natural habitat. That's why the zoos are also not good for the animals, and sanctuaries and etc. are providing for for animal freedom, and they will also feel happy with the natural habitat. If we take the animals to the zoos, in that zoos also we are the people are going and coming, and they are also disturbing the animals, so they'll feel discomfort. But because we are also in that zoos also we are treating we are treating means not, but we are putting them in the bones etc. So that is the reason why the sanctuaries and forests are better than the zoos, and it is also a difference between zoos and the protected areas.
Wow, thank you, Jansi. That is a very good explanation. So, thank you, Jansi. We are done.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.